Hola, soy Francisco Rojas, nuevamente con Neo Marketing Talk en Advertising Week. Estoy realmente hasta nervioso de poder presentar a la persona que tengo acá al lado mío, que es Grodon Bowen, que prácticamente no necesita ninguna presentación para las personas que estamos en el marketing y la publicidad. Él es el founder de Grodon Bowen, agencia de publicidad a nivel internacional, que está acá en México, acaba de adquirir una agencia y vamos a poder platicar y preguntarle un poquito cosas entretenidas a Grodon. Grodon, thank you very much
My pleasure to be here.
to come here. I'm going to take a few minutes to ask you, how do you define Advertising Week in Mexico and Latam, and why you come here?
Okay. Well, I came here first. I'll start with that one. I came here because, well, obviously, we have an office here, a very large presence here in Mexico City, and I love visiting my team here to begin with. But more important, there is something that happens in this market that doesn't happen on, I speak all over the world. There is a level of passion and enthusiasm and desire to learn, as well as a desire to create, that is kind of unabashed, and it's kind of in very high energy. That's kind of, you walk into the room and immediately there's just a buzz, and I like that, and you can feel the energy here.
You think that Mexican talent is good? Why you invest in Mexico?
Well, we invest in Mexico for three reasons. First of all, the talent base is very, very good. We were very impressed by the agency here that we acquired. But more important, I happen to be a believer that we talk to consumers too often through their heads, and we really need to talk to them through their hearts. And Latins in general and in this market are not afraid of emotion. They're not afraid to access their own hearts, to touch the hearts of their constituencies, to use music and all the human emotions to create very compelling stories. They're very good at it, so I like to see that, frankly.
Thank you. Regarding you talk you have a speak. Give me a second. Voy a estructurar más la pregunta. I'm going to structure the question. You give a speech right now, and if you can set three, 4 points that you want to resolve to the people who can't stay with you in your speech, what do you tell them?
So, in much of the world, clients are particularly interested now in data and data capture, understanding their data, both first-party, second-party, third-party data. So think, for example, all of the talk about Facebook right now and data capture and analytics. And the topic of my real talk here was entitled Data's Inferno, as a sort of just a catchphrase based on, of course, Dante's Inferno. But I think what I was really talking about is the fact that data cannot replace creativity in terms of reaching a person's mind or their heart.
Okay.
And that, in fact, it's an exciting time because the great artists of all time, and including advertising's greatest storytellers, musicians, etc., have always been informed by data, but it was usually something that they saw on the street, or something that they observed in their house, or watched their kids playing, or saw on the soccer field, or whatever. Data today can actually help me understand someone who lives in Mexico, or lives in Singapore, or whatever, and put my heart into their heart a bit more, because the data can tell me a little bit more about them, which I like. But one of the things that is happening is that data is overshadowing creativity in terms of making the data come alive. For the potential customer or the existing customer. So I really wanted to talk about how it was incredibly important both for the creatives and the agencies to embrace data and make it their friend, but also for clients to recognize that in the end, it's the creative output that is going to break through the clutter, not the data.
Maybe some agency don't have the method to vinculate data and emotion. What do you think about that?
Well, it's a new skill in many agencies where your strategists or your research department take these mountains of data and boil it down to something the creative person can access. You don't want to clog a creative person's mind too much with too much stuff where they get confused. They don't know quite what to do with it. But on the other hand, a great writer at one time said something, I believe, who wrote an Academy Award winning motion picture. I went to hear him speak, and he said, it is only in the particular that you find the universal. And I really believe that it is in specific moments and specific people that we find universal messages. So I think that data can help us find the specific things that people care about, and then our job as creative people is to bring it to life and make it mean something.
We know about the scandal that Facebook had last year. It's important it's important for MacGarryBowen the data and the, how can I say, the protect the data?
To protect the data or to protect the consumer?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think the consumer has a right to their own individual facts about their life that they want to have shared and not shared. At the same time, there are things that I would like me personally, I would like potential people who have products and services to know that I care about this product and service, so they reach me via email or whatever. So for example, I'm an avid skier.
Okay.
If something new is coming out about skiing that I don't know about and don't have time to know about, I would love for someone who has something to email me about X, Y, or Z, whatever it happens to be. The problem in the marketplace right now, it's a larger problem than Facebook, is consumers have been taught, whether it's music, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Google, it doesn't matter what it is, that it's all free.
Yes.
Well,
but
at
free
some point, but at some time or another, building all those servers and creating and getting and gathering all that information is not free. Google has got to make money, so does Facebook, so does everybody else. If they're going to provide this service, they have to have a way to monetize it.
Yes.
So I think that, or we're not going to get it, because nothing in life is free. It's a big, very poor business model. So I think the real question on the table is, what are people willing to pay for? What do people expect free? What about themselves are they willing to share and opt in, and you can have this information, but you cannot have this information, etc., so that consumers can have what they want. Because meaning they want a Facebook, they want Google, they want all these things. What are you willing to give them so that you can continue to have it for free? Or are you willing to pay for X, Y, or Z so that they can keep providing you this service?
Thank you very much, Mr. Grodon. It's been a pleasure. Really, really, I appreciate that you give me that.
My pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.
I hope I answered your questions. Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure. Thank you.